So yeah, I've been extremely lazy and my garage is a mess and I have not been out here to work all year and it's July. So yeah, we need to clean this place and uncover L formula, get her out, and then maybe start thinking about doing some work. So garage cleaning day, yippee. Let's see if we can push this sucker out. Take a drop. Yeah, it's always fun to clean the garage and find things you forgot you had. So I bought this MOOG set of lower control arm bushings off of eBay a while ago, mainly because it came with the Ferrule washers, which can be sometimes hard to come by. A guy named Dave's Vega Village, actually makes reproduction ones. He's the only one that makes these things, and you need these to go into the bushings. So you can see a little bit different, but they're the same. They do the same job, but yeah, you need those. So, but I also bought a whole new set of bushings off of Rare Parts. Rare Parts. Both uppers and lowers, and actually I bought the you can see in there, see the offset uppers, because the camber on these cars, see how my wheels leaning in, yeah, so these correct that camber issue by pushing the A-arm out. So, but here's the old MOOG ones that I bought. I don't know if you can see on there, Harris 62754. Here's the Rare Parts one, and hey, wait, Harris 62754. It's the exact same bushing. So I don't know if they picked up the molds and made them themselves, or these are NOS, or what the deal is. But yeah, those all came from Rare Parts, so interesting. Oh, and there's the part number for the lower control arm bushing, 15039. Out of the bag, we got a set of those, and here's the part number for the offset uppers, 15020. You can buy these off of Rare Parts website, so just go there. They either sell them individually, I think that's how I bought these, is individually, or they sell them in sets of 2. But you gotta look and see what they've got in stock and what they don't have in stock. And I think I bought these as individuals because they had those in stock and they didn't have the sets of 2 in stock. So, well, she's outside. Oh my God, it's still a mess in here. Leaves and dirt, filth. Ugh. Yeah, I need to get some motivation and get back to work on the old girl here. But took the cover off, just kind of see what she looks like. Noticed, for whatever reason, the top of this cow is now really, really flat. I don't know why. Sides still glossy. This was painted with just single stage. This up here was painted with base coat, clear coat. It's still fine, but I see a lot of these surfaces are flat now, so I don't know if they're just dirty or what. The whole engine compartment was painted base coat, clear coat. Yeah, it still looks good. I wish I would have painted it in base coat, clear coat. I painted it in single stage. I think I said base coat, but it's painted in single stage. And I wish I had done it in base coat, clear coat, because it came out so much better in the other areas that I painted. Like up here, I painted that in base coat, clear coat, and all of my jams are base coat, clear coat, and that came out way better. So it's a learning process. I don't know what I'm doing, but yeah, I need to get back to work on this thing. Looks good back here. Can't really see it in the sun, but yeah, fenders, dirt, filth. Well, I think it's a little bit better. Got rid of all the leaves and garbage. Still too much crap in here. That's the problem. I've got too much crap, not enough places to put it. And look at all these damn rattle cans I've got. Probably half of them are no good. Will I throw them away? No. Look, Harbor Freight jack stands. So I had the original jack stands that were recalled. Returned those to Harbor Freight and got these new replacement ones. And then these got replaced or recalled a week after I picked them up. And I've not been back in to replace those yet. Maybe I should do that today. Yeah, so I painted all the jams on this car last year. I don't remember. But when you put the gills on here, like this, something like that, there we go. If you look inside there, you can see body color. And you shouldn't be able to see body color. From the factory, they actually black this part out. And I'll throw a little picture over here in the corner somewhere. Show what I mean, over there. So we got to tape this off, paint it, black it out. I've got some SEM black trim paint that I'm gonna spray on there, so maybe we'll do that today. Well, there we go. I think the patient is prepped for surgery. So I did wet sand this a little bit, some 500, just to give it some tooth. You're not going to really see this after you put the gills on, but like I said, you'll be able to see that red through the gill if you don't paint that black. So just like the factory, we're going to go ahead and paint that black it out with some SEM, I'm not sure if you say it SEM or if you say SEM, but black trim paint, just to black that out. So let's see if we can screw this up. I'm gonna do a few light coats, let it flash, and then I'll come back and hit it again. Make sure I get all the spots. I think it's a good first coat. Smells good. So there it says coats, 2 to 3 medium wet coats. That's not really a medium wet coat or a medium coat or a wet coat. But I just want to get a first tack coat down. 3 to 5 minutes between coats, and kappas, 2 to 3 kappas. I don't know what that says. So a couple coats on here after a couple minutes, see how it looks. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe the next big project is going to be body work. I might as well get the body put together. And then once the body's all painted and put together and doors are on it, fenders are on it, hoods on it, then maybe we worry about wiring an engine and transmission. And I'm still planning to use the 327 over here, under here. There she is, all her glory. This was the 327 I had in my high school car in, oh gosh, circa 1989, 90, 91. I graduated in 91. And I ran it all through, you know, from the time I was, I don't know, 16, almost 17, until I graduated high school. And then we ended up spinning a bearing in it in probably 92, 93, I'm thinking. And it sat in my mom's garage for all those years. And I had it rebuilt a few years ago. Actually, Bill Lynch did all the final assembly on it for me. Actually, I do want to, before I put it in this car, I'm gonna change the heads. These are my original heads that I had on the motor in high school, but they're, you know, they're nothing fancy. They're 150 exhausts. What is it? 192. I can't remember the valve size. They're not the big valves. They're not the 202 160s. They're the 192 150s, I think. And there's no accessory holes. So I want power steering and air conditioning and all that fun stuff. So I'm gonna change these heads, and I'll buy a nice set of aluminum heads, put them on there. I'm gonna change that intake. It's got a single plane Torquer 2 on it at the moment. And I think I wanna go to a dual plane, because this thing's not gonna be a race car. I want it to be more of a cruiser than anything else. So, but yeah, maybe paint and body is next. My fenders got kind of beat up from laying around for all these years. I got a lot of rework I gotta do here, where I bent the fender when I was trying to fit it before. So we gotta fix that. The other fender's hanging out there, but it's not much better or worse. Actually, we'll go up there and look at it. Hey, look, there's my shadow. So it's filthy, but it's not bad. I think I patched it. Is this one I patched? I can't remember if this is the one I patched or not. Oh, I gotta fix that. This was a Monza fender, and it had Monza emblem there, so I welded them up and had to come back and fix that, obviously. Oh yeah, there's some patches in there. So, but yeah, maybe we'll do that next, paint and body. I got another door over here, rust-free door. It's got some issues, as you can see, dents and dings. So yeah, maybe I'll get that door blasted clean and stripped and fitted on the car. And then I've got a good driver's door that I had blasted when I had the whole car blasted. So yeah, I think that's the next big project I want to work on. But I really need to get some motivation and get working on this thing, because I've not touched it all year. I mean, it's July. I haven't touched it all year. So I'm too busy having fun with Granny. Power tour and tail the dragon and just cruising around. So anyway, go back to this, put a couple more coats on this fucker. Oh yeah, that paint smells good. Gonna get high. So there we go. There's another medium wet coat, I guess I would call that. So we'll let that flash off and maybe do one more coat. It says 2 to 3 coats. I really did 1.5 coats so far. It won't be that shiny when it dries, when it flashes off. It's more of a flat black or a satin black. Where does it say? Does it say it on there anywhere? Am I blind? I am blind, but yeah, it's more of a satin black when it flashes off and dries. So I'm still in love with that tail panel. My buddy Doug made that, and he did a phenomenal job. There's a video on that if you get really bored. But yeah, it came out really well. It needed a lot of work, obviously, to finish it. It still needs some finishing work, but it's in primer, and I need to paint it. And then I gotta mask off and paint the, it's blacked out in the back, right around here, and it's all blacked out. But yeah, it probably needs a little bit of sanding, and then some cleaning, and then painting. But maybe that's what I'll do next. I keep talking about that. Maybe I'll work on the hatch next, and the spoiler. Not really sure how you sand that spoiler. I'll have to ask some questions of some people that know paint. I need to get those graphics replicated before I do that though. But yeah, maybe work on the hatch next. That'd be probably an easy project. It doesn't need too much work. It needs to be sanded and probably reprimed. And I need to fix all my seam sealer because I screwed that up. But yeah, maybe that's the next project. Or the doors, or the hood, or the fenders. I don't know. Oh, but yeah, see how it flashed off? And now it's kind of a matte finish. And that's still just the second coat, or 1.5-ish coat. So we'll put one more coat on there and call it done. So yeah, that came out pretty good, I think. So should we peel it off? I think we should. Let's peel it off. See what it looks like. See if I cry and peel all the paint off when I peel this thing back. I don't think we'll have any problems. Should be plenty dry enough. That. Peel this off. Uh-oh, stuck to my arm. Peel this off. Or not. Focus the camera. Hard to do one-handed. Come on, you can do it. There's all my masking off. Now we gotta peel this off. Oh yeah. A little bit of bleed through. Nothing bad. And actually you'll never see that bleed through once you put the gills on. Oh well, there's a lot of bleed through there. That's disappointing. I wanted to have a nice crisp edge. There we go. I gotta pull all that packing out of there that I stuffed in there, which I probably shouldn't do yet. That paint's probably soft, but we're stupid and we'll do it anyway. And then we'll cry about how bad it looks when I screw it up. Uh-oh. I need to do this two-handed. We'll be back. And we're back. Yeah, I think this came out pretty good. A little bit of bleed through. Like I'm stuck, paper stuck to my foot. A little bit of bleed through, but like I said, you're not gonna see it once you put the gill on. But now when we put the gill on, is it lined up? There we go, it's lined up. Now it looks black in there, as it should be. So, hey, look at me, we did something today. So when I did the brakes, I put the AJE A-arms on here, which if I was gonna do it again, I'd buy Just and Kill A-arms. I think they're better quality. But I bought an S10 power stop brake kit for the car. Gives you the 5 lugs, gives you better brakes and everything. I just realized I have my caliper on wrong because my bleeder is pointing down. It should be pointing up. So I got the calipers on the wrong side, so I gotta fix that. But I gotta get my brake hoses on there. They're not on there yet. And the issue is, I don't know if I can do this one-handed. Here is the brake hose clip. This is for the right-hand side. I don't know if I can do this one-handed, but all right, let's try that. So the way these work is there's a big tab and a little tab that go into this. See, big tab, little tab, and it goes in just fine. Oops, one way. Edit that there. So it goes in fine one way. See, it's in there. But the problem is this hose needs to go in the other way, which means that little tab is clocked, 30 degrees, let's say, in the other direction. So what we have to do is file a little groove into that one so that it fits in from Oops, fits in from this side the correct way. If I fit in from the back side, just fine. But obviously it needs to go that way. So I've seen where people have just gone in there and hogged this thing out. I don't think that's a good idea. I'm certainly not the expert, but those grooves, those little tabs, little slots here, they lock that hose in place so it doesn't spin, I guess, when you're putting the hose into the hard line into the hose. So I think they're kind of important. So yeah, I just gotta cut a little slot, I guess probably over here. Okay, so it fits, the hose will fit through. I can't do this one-handed, I don't think. No, I can. But the hose will fit in this way. So I'm gonna use this as my template to line up the big notch, and then we'll mark where the little notch is, which you can't see squat here, but it's, instead of here, it's around over here somewhere. So I'll use a little Sharpie, mark where that notch needs to go, and then file that notch into there. Ta-da! Now we have a universal bracket here. So now, I can't really do this one-handed, but it will fit in there. Oh, come on. Yeah, I can't do this one-handed. Bada boom, bada bing. So it's in there now. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there you go. There you go. See it? See it? See it? So yeah, now I got to do the other side. And there's the right-hand side one done. So yes, sir. That'll work. Now I guess I should probably flip my calipers so they're on the right side. What a dummy. Yeah, the bleeders are supposed to be up, and you know, they're not up. That's where the hose goes, which means the bleeder's on the bottom. So yeah. Well, I don't know if it's any better, but that's somewhat less dusty. I gotta do something about this countertop because that's a mess. Yeah, hey, at least we did something, I guess. Granny Sunbird went for a little ride, but uncovered the formula, cleaned it out, did a couple little jobs on it, and maybe that's what I just need to do. I just need to start doing some little projects here and there, get some stuff done. That's how I got all this stuff done last year, the tail panel and other things that I did. So maybe that's what I have to do. Just pick a little project, do it, get it done, move on to the next thing. But oh geez, the dog's going crazy here. Oh, so part of my issue here is we want to move this year. Not a great time to move, but yeah, we want to move. Obviously I'm out of space here. We don't like where we live. We've been here 4 years, and it's been 20 years longer than it should have been. So time to get out of here, move to someplace bigger, and then hopefully get more work done in the car. So it's kind of why I'm installing this year. At least that's my excuse I'll use. But yeah, I mean, maybe we'll just do some little projects, get some stuff done, and then hopefully move and get to a bigger place. So hope this was somewhat interesting. But thanks for watching. See you next time. Good night, Granny Sunbird. Whoops.